Back in the 1970s, when Richard Nixon resigned in disgrace, Jerry Ford pardoned everybody and just thought he'd get it all behind him. The Republican Party was going down in flames. I remember my father, who was very active with the Republicans. He was very concerned that they might even go the way of the Whigs. In other words, vanish as a party. That Nixon had done such terrible damage. And Jude Wanniski came up with this theory, which he suggested, the Democrats had always been Santa Claus. They were the Santa Claus of Social Security, of unemployment benefits, of workplace safety rules, of child labor laws, of food safety laws, of pure drug laws, of weekends, overtime if you have to work over the weekends, a 40-hour work week, unemployment or minimum wage, all these things. And in every single case, the Republicans had said, no, we don't like that. They had been the Scrooges. So Jude Wanniski said, we need to become Santa Claus, Republicans, and we need to force the Democrats to eventually shoot their own Santa Claus. And his proposal was to become the tax cut Santa Claus. The average working person wouldn't realize that really when the Republicans passed tax cuts, it was just, pennies for the average working person. It was hundreds of millions of dollars for the big shots. But still, hey, a tax cut's a tax cut. We'd become the tax cut Santa Clauses. And the way that you force the Democrats to shoot their Santa Claus is by cutting taxes, cutting revenue to the government, and spending like drunken sailors when in office. Ronald Reagan tripling the national debt, George Herbert Walker Bush adding another $1 trillion to it, George W. Bush, spending another $4 or $5 trillion. We'll see what it all adds up to when the cost of the wars are done. It might be closer to 10. And when the country is running out of money and the Republicans will not raise taxes, then you must force the Democrats to shoot Santa Claus. And now President Obama has, for the first time, first Democratic president since 1935, well, first Democratic president in history, to say, yes, I am willing to shoot Santa Claus. I am willing to cut Social Security via the mechanism of the chain CPI. And Peter Ferrara is with us. He is a fellow at the Carleson Center for Public Policy, website theccpp.org. Peter, welcome back to the program.
Glad to be here.
Always nice to hear your voice. You were in the Reagan White House. Republicans have to be turning cartwheels right now.
Well, I'm opposed to these Social Security benefit cuts. That's very silly policy.
Michelle Bachmann has said the same thing. I mean, this is exactly what a Republican should say as soon as a Democrat says, I'm going to shoot Santa Claus, is what?
Well, intelligent entitlement reform would enable us to pay actually better benefits to the poor and to seniors while reducing cost to taxpayers dramatically, all through proven reforms that have already worked in the real world, such as the 1996 welfare reform, or the personal accounts for Social Security that were adopted in Chile 30 years ago.
You mean imposed by the dictator and then rejected by the people?
No, they were embraced by, and it was individual choice. It was a vote by the people. They made their individual choice.
Mr. Pinochet was not giving people votes, Peter. Mr. Pinochet was killing people.
Personal accounts, and so the working people embraced it.
So net, we can argue about whether that's the fact or not, and let's assume for the purpose of discussion that everything you've said is absolutely accurate. Are you suggesting then that we should be privatizing Social Security?
Yes, we should have the same freedom of choice for American workers. Why should you impose your opinion on whether that's a good deal on every worker in the country? Let you make your argument, I'll make my argument, and then let each worker decide for himself or herself. That's a principle of freedom. Rather than
what about those workers who don't make enough money that they can set aside enough that when retirement time comes, they'll have enough to live on?
They're already paying Social Security taxes. So under the proposal, they would be free to use part or all of that eventually to finance a personal savings and investment insurance account that will pay them higher benefits in the future. At the same time, it will dramatically reduce.
But what if they're unemployed?
Spending.
To hell with them.
What about what?
What if they're unemployed?
If they're unemployed, Social Security doesn't give them any benefits. Unemployment.
No, but it does when they retire.
Social Security benefits while they're unemployed.
It does when they retire.
Unemployed, they still have a personal account, and so when
it's just that no money goes into it.
Yeah, no money goes into Social Security either. So you get a zero for that year if you're unemployed all year.
Right, but you do get it even if you never earned anything or earned very little throughout your life. I mean, my mother was a housewife her whole life. She got Social Security when she hit 65.
Yes, well, through a lifetime of savings and investment, you will always get higher benefits in income through a lifetime of no savings and investment. And I've done numerous studies over, since the early 1980s to demonstrate that.
Okay, so back to my original question. Now that the president is
income levels warrant better benefits through these.
Now that the president is saying that he is going to be the first Democrat in history, the first Democratic president in history to propose cuts to Social Security, your response as a Republican is, I'm surprised, is not to say, congratulations, good on him, but rather to say that's not enough. We want to totally privatize the whole thing?
I've always been against that kind of cut. I don't know why he was so silly to embrace that. I've argued against those cuts. Why cut benefits when you can give working people a better deal by giving them the freedom to make choice?
By privatizing.
Save and invest in a...
Right. We should just turn it all over to Goldman Sachs.
Is what?
Just turn it over to Goldman Sachs. Let them make our investment
the worker gets to choose who makes the investment.
Well, yeah, you could choose between Goldman Sachs or...
That's called freedom. You let workers make the choice. You don't make the choice for everybody, which is what you always want to do. You don't want to let people make the choice. You know more than everybody, so you want to make the decision for everybody.
Actually, Peter, there is a lot of areas where I don't want to make a choice. If I go into the doctor's office and the doctor says, you got this lump here, and I think you ought to do X, Y, or Z, I don't want to sit around and say, I think I'll make the choice on this.
Well, so you don't want to let patients have the freedom of choice as to whether to follow a doctor's advice.
No, what I'm saying is that there are some areas of my life where if things are set up so that I don't have to worry about it, I don't have to think about it, I don't have to make choices about it, all I have to know is that when I turn 65, I'm going to have enough income that I don't live in poverty. That's fine with me. And I think it's true of most Americans.
Well, it may not be fine with everybody, though. Other people may say, well, I don't think that you can rely on that promise.
Well, then save some extra money.
The government's already proposing, even the most left-wing president in history is already proposing Social Security benefit cuts. So they may say, well, gee, that's not really reliable. And they may say, I think I can get a far better deal. And when that choice was given to working people in the South American nation of Chile, 95% of people did not choose your choice. They chose my choice.
So once again, your suggestion is now that Obama has, or is about to, it'll happen tomorrow, propose to cut Social Security benefits. That's proof. You say, now that a left-wing president has done it, that's proof of the wisdom of it.
That's proof that it's unreliable, and people should choose a better deal through personal savings, investment, insurance accounts where they control the money themselves. The biggest tax most people pay is, in fact, the payroll tax. Wouldn't it be far better for working people if they could save and invest that over a lifetime, have that compound those returns? That would do more to average out, equalize.
What are you going to do, Peter, for the 1/3 of Social Security recipients who are not over 65, but instead are receiving Social Security because they fell and broke their necks and they're paralyzed?
Because, well, along with these personal accounts, you get survivors insurance to provide life insurance to provide survivors benefits, disability insurance.
How's that funded?
Disability benefits. That's what they do in Chile. That's what they do in Texas for local government workers in and around Galveston, Texas.
How is that funded?
Like in Chile, they're getting much better benefits for much less in payments.
How is that funded? By taxes?
Funded by part of what they would otherwise pay in payroll tax.
Yeah. So you're still in favor of taxes and payroll taxes?
I want to see workers have savings and investment rather than payroll taxes, paying payroll taxes to the government.
So you're not in favor of payroll tax?
Payroll tax entirely and give working people control over that money and let them participate in the capital system just like the capitalists.
Okay, so we can all be capitalists.
That's right.
Peter Ferrara, theccpp.org. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Always great to hear from you. Bye-bye.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
It's amazing. It's amazing. When the president says, okay, here's what we're going to do, all the Republicans are going to come out and say, see? Brilliant idea. Should have listened to me.